Carter, you've discovered the holy grail of modern medicine. Why the hell would you keep it buried like this?
I'll tell you why. Because there's far more money to be made in treating a disease than in curing it.
Family Guy is famous for its hilariously offensive humor and its named characters, but there are some characters who disappeared into the shadows. From truly evil masterminds to ridiculous baddies, foes fell into a memory hole. This deep dive reveals the fates of all those missing Family Guy villains, shedding light on who came back and who was left behind. Starting off with Ernie. Unlike other Family Guy villains, Ernie is a true OG of the series, making his very first appearance in Season 2's Da Boom.
I'm sorry, this is expired.
You son of a...
And from this point, Ernie the Giant Chicken would become a staple of Family Guy. And the reason for this is the ups and downs that Peter and Ernie go through in their rivalry, which can best be seen in Season 5's No Chris Left Behind. Both Peter and Ernie take a moment to think about why they're fighting in the first place.
Wait, hey, hang on. What are we fighting about?
You know, I have completely forgotten.
Me too.
And so, after realizing just how ridiculous they'd both been acting, Ernie then tries to make it up to Peter by inviting him out to dinner.
Let me make it up to you. Why don't you let my wife and I take you out to dinner?
Well, that sounds lovely.
Where honestly, things seem to be going great. However, this would all quickly come undone once the bill arrived.
Let me, I get that.
No, I got it.
No, I'm taking care of this.
No.
Which, of course, in true Family Guy style, leads to another chicken fight. And after countless battles, Ernie is still going strong in Family Guy, as in this season's episode, The Chicken or the Meg, we see that Ernie actually has a son called Nugget, who then falls madly in love with Meg.
Oh, that was the best night's sleep I've had in ages.
I love you, Meg, and not just because you have egg in your name.
I love you too, Nugget.
Although, boy, Peter sure doesn't seem too happy about this.
Who's your fine feathered friend?
Dad, this is my boyfriend Nugget. His father is the giant chicken.
And despite Meg initially being thrilled to run away with Nugget and live with his family, well, this all quickly sours once she realizes that Ernie is no different from her father.
Either you hate your dad, or you leave this house.
However, with Ernie being unable to hit a girl, well, Meg then simply just chops his head off and walks away.
I can't hit you. You're a girl.
Huh.
Although unlike all the other chicken fights, it's far less certain if Ernie is actually still alive, or if this iconic Family Guy villain is gone forever. However, a Family Guy villain who has a much clearer ending is Diane Simmons. Although honestly, for the first 8 seasons of the show, you'd never have guessed that she was a villain at all, as up until this point, Diane was mostly known for having an incredibly toxic and hilarious on-air relationship with Tom Tucker.
Coming up in this half hour, flies on your face. How many is too many? Sounds like there's a pattern developing, Tom.
Oh, a pattern developing.
As in Season 9's And Then There Were Fewer, the entire town of Quahog gets invited to a mysterious mansion for what they believe is a dinner in their honor.
If you will all please follow me to third floor, I show you to your rooms. You are all expected for dinner at 8 o'clock.
However, this is no ordinary dinner, as shortly after the guests get comfortable, Quagmire's girlfriend gets shot, which of course starts to ring a few alarm bells.
Did the cork hit me?
And boy, things only get far more chaotic from here, as one by one, people are starting to get picked off.
Oh my God!
And despite everyone originally blaming Tom Tucker for all of these murders, the truth is eventually revealed when Diane Simmons slips up when talking to Lois.
Sound like my mother. She actually bought me this blouse for my first solo broadcast.
I mean, how could she have known you'd be anchoring alone? I mean, none of this happened until...
And at this point, you may be wondering, why would such a beloved character go out of her way to commit such horrid attacks?
You know, I think I better, go make sure Peter has his, fire engine.
Oh, really? But I was enjoying our talk.
Well, you see, as soon as Diane Simmons turned 40, Tom Tucker then arranged for her to be replaced from the news.
Tom began pushing Channel 5 News to replace me with a fresh young face, and he succeeded.
and James Woods dumped her for a younger model. And so, in an act of brutal revenge, Diane planned to murder James Woods and blame Tom Tucker.
There's no way she could have known I planned to kill James Woods and frame Tom Tucker, thereby destroying the two people who cast me aside and ruined my life.
Although, boy, Stephanie really messed up, which then caused Diane to go on an even bigger killing spree just to cover her tracks.
She started to become hysterical. I knew I couldn't risk her revealing that I'd engineered this whole gathering, so I killed her, and I hid her in Tom's room.
However, Diane Simmons isn't finished there, as after telling Lois all of this information, this of course means that she has to kill her too. Which she attempts to do by dragging Lois to the cliff and then drawing out her gun.
Well, it's a shame that you have to die, Lois, but look on the bright side. You'll be a story on the 6 o'clock news.
Although just as Diane is about to pull the trigger, Stewie then snipes her from the rooftop before delivering what is quite possibly the funniest closing line in Family Guy history.
If anybody's gonna take that bitch down, it's gonna be me.
And so, this of course means that Diane Simmons will never be seen in Quahog again. However, our next Family Guy villain is much better at evading justice, with this being Lois's father, Carter Pewterschmidt. And boy, it truly would not be a Family Guy villain list without Carter. I mean, this man has pretty much done every evil deed under the sun. The worst thing that Carter has ever done, which takes place in Season 11's The Old Man and the Big C, as after Brian walks in on Carter being given only 2 weeks to live.
If you're lucky, you've got 2 weeks to live.
I understand. Oh my God! Carter's dying?
He then becomes incredibly suspicious when the very next day they go to visit him with the entire family. And well, he's absolutely fine.
Daddy?
Well, look who's here!
Daddy! You're okay!
Of course I'm okay. Why wouldn't I be?
Well, Brian said you were dying.
And so, believing that this Carter is an imposter, Brian and Stewie then follow him around all day in order to try and catch him slipping up.
Okay, now we've got him. The real Carter would never go to a Starbucks. He thinks they're too liberal and pretentious.
Although, boy, this doesn't exactly go to plan, as Carter then just immediately acts like Carter. However, undeterred, Brian and Stewie continue their hunt, which leads them to Carter's medical facility, where they learn the shocking truth. That's right.
I can't stress how important it is our secret be kept from the public.
I understand, sir, and I assure you that Specimen Z is secure on level 12.
Did you hear that, Brian? That walking corpse was Carter dying of cancer. This guy is an imposter.
Carter is keeping the cure to the world's deadliest disease hidden, which he then explains to Brian and Stewie in quite possibly the most evil way imaginable.
Carter, you've discovered the holy grail of modern medicine. Why the hell would you keep it buried like this?
I'll tell you why. Because there's far more money to be made in treating a disease than in curing it. Why cure someone of cancer in a day if we can treat them for a lifetime and bill them every step along the way?
So, what happens to this evil man who's allowed millions of people to die needlessly? Well, because he's rich and successful, absolutely nothing.
Ah, damn it! You bastards!
I don't know why you're surprised by this, Brian. Big corporations never tell the truth.
In fact, he's even then celebrated in Forbes magazine for all of his misdeeds.
Oh, Daddy.
I know, if he's such a bad guy, why is he on a magazine?
However, a villain who has a much more twisted fate is Lois's long-lost brother, Patrick. And we're introduced to Patrick in Season 4's The Fat Guy Strangler, after Lois accidentally cracks open an old family photo and realizes that there's someone there that she's never seen before.
Huh, that's weird.
And so, after Carter denies all knowledge of his son,
Do I have a brother?
No.
well then Lois decides to find him herself, which she does by cracking open Carter's safe.
This is it. Patrick Pewterschmidt, 56 Meadow Lane, Brookfield. I do have a brother.
And then tracking him down to an asylum. And honestly, at first, Patrick seems far more like a victim than a villain.
Lois, I'm your sister.
Oh my God, Lois. I never thought I'd see you again.
These are my children.
Why do you live in a crazy house, Uncle Patrick?
As he explains to the family that he was traumatized as a child by seeing his own mother having an affair with Jackie Gleason, which then caused Patrick to be sent to the asylum after he was asking too many questions.
Beat it, kid. Your mother's busy. Pow! Right in the kisser!
Although, as the Griffins would soon find out, Patrick's trauma went a lot deeper, as after being re-triggered by Peter dressing up as Jackie Gleason, well then Patrick goes on an all-out killing spree, strangling any fat person he can get his hands on. However, thankfully Lois is then able to use Patrick's own insanity against him, which she does by threatening to kill his imaginary wife, and of course in the process, saving her very real husband.
Come any closer!
Patrick, let him go, or Marion gets it.
Nice try, but Marion's over there. Don't hurt her!
Although this isn't the last time that we'd see Patrick, as he's then let out of the asylum years later in season 10 in order to help solve a string of murders that have been happening to the fat kids all around Quahog.
Oh, it was more than a close call. You said the first victim was wearing a baseball cap. The second one is blonde. The killer wasn't trying to murder this kid. He was trying to murder Chris.
Oh my God!
And to his credit, Patrick then swaps being a villain for being a hero perfectly. However, at the end of this episode, Patrick is then able to escape from the asylum, with this leaving the door wide open for a potential return for Patrick.
Well, Patrick, I guess we all owe you an apology. Patrick?
Where did he go?
He was just right here. What happened?
Damn it!
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for upcoming Family Guy chaos.